I want to right every wrong.
Together as one, we can right every wrong.
I want to right every wrong.
Together as one,
We can right every wrong.
I want to right every wrong. And together as one, we all can right every wrong.
I want to right every wrong.
Together as one, we can right every wrong.
I want to right every wrong, and together as one, we can right every wrong.
I want to right every wrong.
And together as one, we can right every wrong.
I want to right every wrong. Together as one, we can right every wrong.
Hi, I'm Tavleen Mendirata and I'm a Rex Karmaveer Global Fellow.
I'm Dr. Meenu Chopra and I'm a Rex Fellow.
Hi, I'm Deepika Narayan Bhardwaj. I'm a Rex Fellow.
My name is Ishita Katyal. I am a Rex Fellow.
Shahid, Shadab, Hassan. Shadab is going to speak about come, connect, correct, the first blackboard.
A very good afternoon to all of you, and thank you so much. That's an old video, and the reason why I wanted to start with this video was not because we wanted to tell you what we've done in the past, but instead we wanted you all to believe in what we intend to do next. Very quickly about the school. The school was started 5 years ago. I was completely out of college. I did not opt for a job. Went back to my native village, started a school. My mother, my father, they both supported me for it. In less than 3 years, we were able to get more than 500 kids to school. And that made us really, really happy. Proud. But today it doesn't. It doesn't, considering the number of kids we have not been able to get to school. And trust me, there are many. In my village, in your city, in your neighborhood, everywhere. We could not afford a website, so we have a small page on Facebook where we used to connect with people, keep posting of what we do. And people started writing to us from different parts of the country. That we have a boy in my neighborhood who does not go to school. It's my mate's daughter, it's my mate's son. We want to send him to your school. Now, just because my school did not have a boarding facility, I had to say a no. But every evening when I said a no, it kept on hitting me. Like, just because I do not have a boarding facility does not mean in any way that these kids should be kept off from school. So my wife and I kept wondering over it how to come up with a solution. And that gave rise to the first Blackboard. And that's what I'll be talking about. Now, first Blackboard is a very simple initiative, action-based initiative, as we talk about. So it's a simple 4-step thing. 1, spot a kid. So you have to spot a kid around your house, around your place of work, wherever you stay, your colony, your society, wherever you work. Spot a kid who's not going to a school, and ideally these people are the ones, the non-teaching staff members of college, your guard, your liftman. Those children are the ones who, even if they go to a school, they have no track of what they're performing. Pick a child of your choice, and let each one of us do that. Step 2, find the nearest government school around your house, your office, your place of work, wherever. Walk up to the school, talk to those people. Third, enroll that kid in the school, become his guardian. Because all of us at some point of our time in life have complained about the education system in India not going that right. Haven't we? We all felt bad about it. We've complained. But how many of us have ever tried to connect it? And I'm sure there are a lot of who did. But then, that very soon fizzled out. We are planning to stay here. And we are going to let the bubbles keep us going crazy. So you take the kid to a school, enroll that kid in the school, take down his contact number, his contact details, every relevant detail. You become his guardian. Because their parents are not literate enough. When their parents go to school, the teachers are like, "Anji, bataiye, aap beti ji pe baithe hamara kaam hai," and somebody's busy knitting a sweater. So when you go into a school, "Ji madam, kya baat hai madam? Sir, boliye aap." So you have to enroll a kid in the school, take down his relevant details, your relevant details. Step 4, log on to our website, firstblackboard.org. Enter your details, the child details. There's a section called register, and you enter all the relevant details in this section. First part is done. Now with this, what we're trying to do is, we are trying to impact 3 things. 1, we're going to increase the enrollment in government schools and the number of enrollments in children. Now why government schools? Government schools because the admission is free, you don't require any documentation for it, and the admissions go all around the year. That's step 2. Second is, we have a consolidated list of all the children who are being enrolled in different parts of India. And step 3, the most important, is when people like you and me start going to government schools, we can keep them accountable for what they've not been doing. Now imagine if the child that you have picked to mentor, he goes to a school, after a fortnight, you go up to him like, "Bache, what have you studied in the last 15 days or maybe a month?" And he says, "Sir, padhai to kuch bhi nahi hui. I haven't been taught anything." Go back to the school. Request them, "Sir, If you try to get this kid to school, please teach them. Now once you do that, trust me, these people will start realizing their responsibility. There will be cases where you find things are not working out. So that brings us to the next point, that is, log on to the website again, and there's a section called Bring to Life. So just log on to the website, scribble that, I recently visited this government school in such and such area, and this is what I found was not right. Please look into it. We are in the process of appointing campus ambassadors in different parts of India, in every city, and the idea is to spread it across. So the moment we have a complaint from a particular city, we forward it on to the respective campus ambassador, and they take it forward. We understand that this is going to take ages for it to be implemented. But I believe that this is going to happen because a very good story, when I started the school, my first batch of 15 was about to appear for the 10th examination. And the registration fee that is distributed absolutely free of cost, the clerk was charging 300 rupees for it. So that was like 300 into 15, was like 4,500 rupees, total waste. I called up those people, I said, sir, I need 15 of such forms. And they were like, Sanjeev, will there go? I said, sir, but that comes for free. And his reply was, I indeed was. But I was not used to the system. So as I said, right every wrong, I could so well, connect with everything that was on the website. So I said, we can't go this way, we have to correct it. I lied. I told him that I met the DC, the deputy collector of my city recently. I told him about my school, he was very happy. He told me to get the forms from you and register my kids. But nowhere did he mention about the 300 that you're talking about. So what's your name, sir? Because I'll just confirm with the deputy collector and I'll get back to you. His tone changed. Sir, कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं? I was like, मैं वहीं से बोल रहा हूँ जब पिछले 5 मिनट से बोल रहा था. आप तो जानते हैं how things work. कितना form चाहिए? I was given those 15 forms for free. I never met the deputy collector. The deputy collector has no idea where the school is. I lied, but I had to get something done. Now, same goes for the school. Suppose I have a complaint for a particular school. I just call up the school, I have the contact number. I said, I have a complaint that English hasn't been taught for the last 6 months. Is it true?
We'll have to wind up in 10 seconds.
All right. Is it true? And they say, where are you calling from? And we hang up the phone. I'm sure it's going to have a sleepless night there.
Thank you.
So,
thank you, Shahid.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Very well done, and I think kudos to you. I just want to share what, something that we've taken up. There is a foundation in Pune called Shamji I Foundation, which is trying to link up all municipal schools together. Because we keep thinking that there is this bad infrastructure out there, and so people are giving tables, chairs, computers, etc. But what is being done is the students of Symbiosis School of Economics went around to all these schools and interviewed the principals out there. I want to share that the principals out there actually wanted to ask that who has given you the authority to interview us. That was the first point. They didn't want to share what was the infrastructure. The second point was to put the status of the infrastructure on a website so that only what is required is given. Otherwise, in the name of infrastructure, you just have lined up cables, chairs, and computers. And things that you don't require. It may be teacher training, it may be other things. So in our own way, we are also looking at how education can become the greatest equalizer. And thank you for this lovely initiative.
That's how it goes, because I always have felt when people say, it's a social initiative, I said, if you're working for a social cause, you don't have competitors. You always have co-workers to work with. So you don't have to compete with somebody who's working, you have to collaborate and connect. That's how it goes.
Just a little observation piece from my side. The presentation was beautiful. All that has been said is beautiful. Over the last 3 days, I'd just like to share with all of you that all the presentations that have been on the monitor have been missed by 2 people here. One is myself and one is Raju. We are both blind. And we just have to sit through it. So it's just that next time, we need to just look at accessibility. If there's something on the monitors, that should be explained. Thank you very much.
My apologies for
No, that's okay. This was my responsibility, though that's why I'm just speaking on this, so that not only you, for everybody, that whatever is on the monitor, if it's only spoken, and told to us, I think we'd also be included. That's my work on inclusion. Thank you.
So I think I'll take the blame for this because my instructions were you can't read from the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint was just supposed to be visuals and it had to connect with the talk that they were giving.
I heard you, so I thought that I would say that, but I wanted to see this video, and I'm sure Raju missed it, and I thought that we are doing such a wonderful job, so why not be included? It's our responsibility to say that.
You're already part of the family.
Yes, but I don't want to miss, I'm sure Raju and I don't want to miss anything.
Sure.
So we just have to voice our
Thank you so much.